Hey GVTV viewers! I'm here right now because Laker News sent me down to Park City, Utah to report on the 2019 Sundance Film Festival. So here I am. I'm going to talk about the independent film scene, the films I saw, and the experiences that I had. So what is Sundance Film Festival about? Well, it's a public film festival in Park City, Utah that features independent films. Or should we say poor movies. They're looking for distribution from big companies, either Paramount or Universal or Netflix or even the smaller ones like A24. They're looking for people to pay for them so they can get distributed later out into the world so everyone can see all this kind of art. Now some of these poor films can range from racial commentary powerhouse Get Out a few years ago, or McDonald's attack ads Super Size Me, or even the quirky Napoleon Dynamite, or super micro budget Blair Witch Project. So the first film that I saw was We Are Little Zombies, which holy if you like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, then you are gonna love this and you need to put this on your radar immediately. It's made by music video director Makoto Nagisa, and this is his first feature film. He just inflicts so much frenetic energy in a fantastic 8-bit score that you really need to see it to believe it. And the line between the real world and like this video game world is just constantly blurred, and it's so fantastic to see, and it's surreal, but it's funny, but it's smart, and it's just really fantastic. So it tells the story of 4 newly orphaned Japanese children who try to cope with their emotional illiteracy by forming an emo rock electric group. And the music is just so out of this world and weird and ugly but amazing and fun. It's never not fun. I really can't wait until they get this here in the States. After that, I saw Lorena, which is about the 1993 court case of Lorena Babbitt, who in 1993 cut off her husband's penis after he had been allegedly abusing and raping her for years. And I can tell you, this story is insane and hilarious and disturbing all wrapped together, and it's something you really need to see. This is a story that I feel like a lot of people in our generation don't know about or remember. It's mainly been overshadowed by the court case of O.J. Simpson. This was a case that really helped to bring domestic abuse into the spotlight in a really important way. This should be on Amazon soon, and when it does, you really need to see it. Especially that first hour where they talk about the severing. The entire audience was laughing hysterically, and it's so incredibly interesting to watch. After this, I watched Loose, which is a story in a film that has so many things on its mind, I don't even know where to begin. I was in the minority in the theater because I'm pretty sure I was the only one there who didn't really like it. The film asks the audience to ask so many questions, including black tokenism, PTSD, adoption versus biological reproduction, white privilege, the 1960s civil rights movement contrasted with modern fights for equality, the right to privacy, parenthood manipulation, how far a parent should go to protect their children, jockey rape behavior, the Me Too movement, mental illness, drug use, using masks to hide your identity, the pressures of expected perfectionism, terrorism, and so much more. The movie is asking so many of these questions, and they just keep piling on top of each other, and none of them are ever answered by the film, and they expect the audience to just kind of take them and leave them as they go throughout. And so many of these questions are just disconnected and sloppily thrown together, and I just feel so not only confused, but annoyed as an audience member. I appreciate what the filmmakers were trying to do here, but at the end of the day, I was just raising my eyebrows at the screen the entire time in disbelief. I also watched Them That Follow, which was actually associate produced by GVSU alum Josh Sathry, so I think that's pretty cool. So it follows the story of this patriarchal, cult-like religion of snake-utilizing worshippers, headed by Olivia Colman and Walton Goggins in just absolutely stellar performances. The film follows Walton's daughter Mara, who is dealing with this inner conflict of trying to break free of the patriarchal restrictions put upon her, as well as clinging to this religion that has brought her so much joy and faith in her life. Really just an incredibly tense film that has these wonderful moments of snake handling that you really do need to see. Also, Jim Gaffigan's in the film. At first I was really put off because every time I'd see him on screen I was just thinking about Cinnabons and McDonald's, but he really just did a fantastic job every time he was on screen, and I really bought his character by the end. Anyways, those are just the ones I saw, but Sundance had over 150 screenings, so there's a bunch more you can look to if you really start digging. Late Night starring Mindy Kaling and Emma Thompson, it actually broke the sales record at Sundance for a female-led cast. It sold for more than $13 million. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile had everyone talking, either be from admiration or controversy. Shia LaBeouf wrote an autobiographical screenplay while he was in court-ordered rehab, and everyone was just fawning over it. A24's Native Son got a lot of talk. Pete Davidson's Big Time Adolescence had a lot of people looking into it. There was the documentary Leaving Neverland, which is about to be on HBO, about the alleged molestation from Michael Jackson. It really might change how the world perceives the King of Pop. Anyways, that's all I've got to say about Sundance Film Festival 2019. Really do some digging yourself, because there's a lot of fantastic stories to tell down there for the independent scene. And keep up to date for the next one.
Was the Shia LaBeouf movie really that amazing?
I watched the first 6 minutes of the Shia LaBeouf movie, and it references Even Stevens, Transformers, and it's just like it looks so good. Honestly, like if there's one film that I could have seen down there, I wish it was that one. And if this is definitely the first film I'm gonna see, it's the one where like Lucas Hedges plays like Transformers Shia LaBeouf, and then that kid from mid-90s plays like Even Stevens Shia LaBeouf, and then Shia LaBeouf plays his own father, like in a beard, and like he's like, I'm an alcoholic, and then Lucas Hedges is like, I hate you, Dad, and then Shia LaBeouf is playing his father. He's like, I hate you, son, but he's just talking to himself. I don't know. It was real crazy, but it looked like it was real good. That's it.